Hey, what's up? It's time to finish Cowboy Bebop. I'm finally going to be able to, when people say, have you seen Cowboy Bebop? I can go, yeah, finally. Like, for so much of my life, I would say like, bits and pieces of it, because that was true. I'd seen, and I mean, in watching the show, I found out the bits and pieces I'd seen, I didn't even remember where they came from. Like, I don't remember seeing them anywhere. I don't know what the bits and pieces were that I'd seen. I guess like I'd seen a tiny bit of Ed and like, you know, some of the landscapes and stuff of what was going on, but it wasn't really how I remembered it at all. And I mean, for the last, you know, couple months or whatever, if people have said, have you seen Cowboy Bebop? I would say like, oh, I'm actually watching it right now. But now I can just say yes, and it'll be good. I'll be telling the truth, but just saying yes. I don't think you realize how great that is, especially being like an anime fan and being in a lot of anime circles. Cowboy Bebop is like a common thing people like recommend to each other, and it's sort of like a, you know, it's one of those ones that people talk about to each other a decent amount, or they'll reference it a decent amount, and finally I won't have to be worried, you know, that someone's gonna reference an episode that I haven't seen, because I will have seen all of them, other than the movie. I guess we do have a movie, which I'm pretty sure people said is good, and it takes place between two episodes. I can't remember which episodes, but between two episodes. And so I will watch the movie, but I don't know when. I'm probably not going to watch it right away, especially because like I've talked about this a decent amount. I talked about this recently on my with my One Piece content, but I'm not really like a movie guy. I way prefer TV shows. Movies I find a lot less engaging for me, because it takes a lot more to get the energy. Like, it takes a lot more energy to watch a movie, essentially, for me. So I don't want to like do it right away, because then I feel like I'm just gonna be watching it and not really feeling it, because I'm just watching it because it's the next thing to watch. So instead, I'm gonna put it right now. I'm gonna put it on my list of movies to watch eventually, and then I'll come back to it, because I mean, I imagine the Cowboy Bebop movie didn't come out like right away, as soon as the fucking whatever. I imagine it didn't come out right away, so I think that it's fine if I wait on it, and then like when I do end up watching it, it'll be like, oh yes, I'm watching these characters again, this is gonna be nice. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be watching both episodes today, 25 and 26. It's a part 1 and a part 2. I'm gonna be watching both parts in the same session, and we're just gonna finish this wonderful show off. I've really enjoyed it. I'm also gonna watch them like back to back without a discussion in the middle. Sometimes if I do 2 episodes, I'll do a discussion in the middle between the episodes. I'm not gonna do that today, since it's a part 1 and part 2. I'm just gonna try to watch it straight through. Anything else that I want to say before we get this started? Oh yeah, and so this show is going to be replaced with something. I think I have an idea of what that something is going to be. It's quite different. You know, this is an older show. I'm going to be doing a more modern show. This is an anime. I'm probably not going to be doing a non-anime, since I don't have many non-anime right now. So I've got an idea of kind of what I want to do, but you know, that could change, so that's why I'm not saying what it is, because I might end up changing it at the last minute to something else. But I've got an idea of what's going to be there, so keep your eye out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, on my Patreon account right now, hopefully episode 1 of that show should be on there, so you can go check that out. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into Cowboy Bebop. This is season 1. Well, there's only one season, episode 25. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. It's always crazy how this song's soundtrack is so predominantly English. And not just like sung in English, but like very Western. It's legitimately like English songs. The Real Folk Blues Part 1. Of course, this is how we wrap up the series. I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. What a cool character. Oh! Looks like fucking... What's her name from Toy Story? Jessie.
What a fool. Your unbridled arrogance has sealed your fate.
I mean,
Take him to
yeah,
the
you guys just
chamber.
walked in firing. The bird's gonna kill everyone.
Kill me. Just do it now.
Damn.
You cannot.
A serpent's venom poisons slowly after the bite.
Oh no. Well, at least the bird got away. They didn't arrest the bird.
Oh man,
Loser bar.
would have that nothing but trouble. I understand now why you have this attitude about women and kids.
Oh my god! I love that they're both like so tuned in. They felt it. They had the spidey sense. Oh my gosh. Didn't the series start kind of in a bar shootout?
Definitely too much for Moose.
I think in episode 1 there was a bar shootout. Oh my gosh!
What are these guys?
Oh! Nice. Oh, yep.
Lynn?
He didn't shoot him, thank God.
Lynn's brother.
Oh! Right.
Jin. Right, you were both inside.
Jin?
Never go back to the syndicate.
He's gonna
What
help
happened,
us? Oh, Shin, maybe.
Vicious is gonna be. I'll cover your escape. Please go now while you can.
Okay, so it's about saving Julia and maybe saving Vicious? I don't know. Hard to know if that's what we're gonna do. Bruce Lee. Cool.
But it's really not your problem now, right?
I mean, it kind of is. You were just shot at.
Forget everything you've heard. In fact, forget we were here.
What are you yowling about?
Don't worry,
I'm just
it's
feeding stray
confidentiality.
Cats that wandered into the office. Pesky cats I can't even get rid of.
Oh my gosh.
Let them say I'm dead.
Damn.
By the graves, not in one.
And go where? And do what?
Be together. Man. I think Julia may have fucked up his idea of women. Which is why I never trust
You were
Faye.
going to betray me. Either you kill him, or else both of you die.
Are these all the events that we
Those are your
saw
only options.
the flashbacks of at the end of like the first core? Like we saw flashes of an entire story. But I suppose now we're actually seeing the story?
Well, I won't go, and that's that. And I don't care who comes here to pick me up. I don't want to live a life where I'm always...
Who are you talking to, lady?
It sounds too good to be true.
Yes, Mom. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
Aww.
What about your co-host, that blonde girl?
All right, the co-host. That's the fucking host of the show.
About that.
He wasn't doing his like cowboy accent thing, so I didn't recognize him.
I'm heading out to the city of Tharsis. I want you to meet me there.
Why should
Oh my gosh, we're bringing Faye back
Hard for
in?
Jent, so quit wasting time and get your ass back to the ship.
What makes you think I'm coming back? I have my own place to go back to.
Maybe she's not coming back.
Mighty.
No, I think she
Jet
will.
is not alone. Ed and I are there too.
Ed's not there. Oh, Ein. Oh my gosh! Julia's here? Yes. Girl boss. Stand up for a fellow woman without knowing the situation. Yes! Really? Hell yeah! I like how she just silently got in. Hell yes. Hell yes, Faye! That's awesome.
Looks like you're going through a rough time yourself.
This is
Might be good to work
nice.
with another woman.
Do you know places where bounty hunters hang out?
I know one
Want to put
place.
a bounty on someone?
I'm looking for a bounty hunter.
You specifically looking for Spike?
I'll drop. I haven't even asked your name.
I like the hair flowing. It's nice.
It's a very common name. And how about you?
Is it?
It's also a very common name.
Julie is very common. I mean, Faye is very common as well. One of my best friends is named Faye.
Tell him I'll be waiting for him there. That's
At
all.
the
You know
grave.
what it means.
They're gonna go to the grave.
Tell him that I'll see you later, Faye Valentine.
How do you know I know Spike?
Good question. Maybe you've been causing too much destruction everywhere. Everyone just knows. Like, oh, that's the chick that runs with Spike. It could also have been established earlier in the series why she knows, and I just don't remember. That's fine too.
I hate stories like that. Turn back.
Oh.
That you had seen death. Why can't you just let it go?
Just start your new life and stop looking to the old life. Yeah, I get it.
A woman. She was the part of me I'd lost somewhere along the way.
Aww.
The part that was missing. She's back.
Huh? Who?
Faye. Hell yeah.
This is not a repair shop, all right, Faye? Don't you?
Where is he?
Where's who?
The guy with
The
the fuzzy hair.
only other one here.
Wait a minute, Faye. What are you up to? You didn't come just to see Spike, that's for sure.
She actually did.
Asked to relay a
Hold on.
That stage that coup, they take him out. That's how they do it.
What kind
Fucked.
of logic is that?
You got something?
Yeah, just talk.
You look like you have some information.
He sees him in the glass. That's a good
gonna
detail. I love
Don't
that.
have any cash. Hey.
You sure you didn't call them here?
Yeah, right. Or maybe they followed you here.
Aw, they're bickering again.
Well,
How
it's
nice.
bound to happen sooner or later, huh?
Wait!
Oh, this is making me get emotional because I'm gonna miss just the bickering.
She said you'd know what she meant.
Well, I don't. Sorry.
Yes, you do.
Her name is Julia.
Oh, well, he needed that.
Someone's trying to
That's
kill her,
important
Spike.
context.
They're
See, Faye put up a front of like, oh, I'm gonna get you to pay me for the information, and I don't really care. But she really did care.
The general will of our clan.
Oh, wait. I don't know if anything's gonna be able to stop Vicious from dying, except maybe Spike getting there. See, you should have tied up the bird. Oh my god! Damn. Men on the inside. Damn. Jesus. This is effective so far. Oh, hell yeah.
You will shed tears of scarlet.
Oh! That's brutal.
Don't worry about us. Just go. Find what you lost and get it back.
No. That's crazy. So it was a successful coup in the end. It got very close to being an unsuccessful one. She's here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he's holding the rose. Ah, to be continued. Is there no OP for this one? Yeah, probably not.
And so you didn't come because of the rain?
Please don't kill Spike.
I would, if I had,
Maybe you'd
I
have
would have been free.
a normal life, yeah.
You chose to be hunted. Why?
For you.
Why did you love me?
Oh.
Just the two of us.
Oh. Now she's saying it to him. And is he gonna be the one to deny it this time? Hey, look who came out on top. This is good news for you, surely, right? Probably not gonna be hunted anymore?
He got away.
Do not follow in your brother's footsteps.
Damn. I like Shin's design. He's a cool looking man.
Annie.
Oh, fuck.
Told them they were wasting their time.
Don't talk.
Oh.
You won't need all those weapons if we run away together. You know that. You're staying.
We're gonna have some big shootout at the end here.
Then I'll stay too.
I think Spike's dying at the end of this show.
I'll be with you until the end.
Oh God. Must be hard to love someone like Spike who never talks to you. He just does something.
You're having some pretty good luck yourself. That Spike, he was nothing but trouble.
She's trying to gossip.
Want me to go looking for him? Forget it. He's dealing with his own past. It's his fight.
Yeah, they have like a stay out of each other's business kind of thing going on. Oh.
My leg is wrecked. So what kind of woman is she? What's Julia like?
She's cool. Very
ordinary,
cool.
Kind of dangerous, beautiful ordinary. That you just can't leave alone.
That's a pretty good description of her, actually. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, she is kind of plain, but there's something about her that's alluring. Oh my God.
Get down!
Oh! Nice. Oh my God. You okay, Julia? Oh! Oh no! Oh no, he got her? Shit! Oh my God. What's she saying? How am I gonna lip read an anime character? Was it I love you? I'm sorry? Something? Oh my God, don't let this break, Spike. She was killed just by like a random thug as
Can
well.
you help me track him down? No fear. It jumps at us faster than light. But if we do not show fear...
Is that a PlayStation?
It and then guides us into infinity.
That's a really beautiful scene that had a PlayStation on the ground next to him. Like a PlayStation 1.
Vicious. He has nowhere to return to now. He will come. I'm really starving.
Oh man, I think he is broken. Look how kind he's being. He's like smiling.
Except this time, he didn't come back to life.
Oh. Because that was his real life?
Yeah, it's a good story.
Like...
I hate that story. I know cats, you know that.
Is the idea like then he finally lived so that his death was an actual death? Aw, this is a nice moment. Aw, I like the little high-pitched laugh that Spike did.
Is it for the girl?
She's dead. There's nothing I can do for her now.
Well, I feel like that means Spike's gonna die. This is his mourning period before he dies his final death.
Where are you going?
One of them is a fake because I lost it in an accident.
Oh, is it the darker one?
Don't tell me things like that. You never told me anything about yourself. But nothing good came of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing left
There was
for
no
you.
place for me to return to. This was the only place I could go. And now you're leaving, just like that. What are you going to do? Just throw your life away like it was nothing?
I think that's the plan, yeah.
I'm not going to find out if I'm really alive. I have to do it, Faye.
Shit, man, but he is going to die. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, the song. Oh, this is the perfect ending to the show. Honestly, it doesn't matter what happens now. This show ended perfectly. Oh, this is like a different verse? Oh, cool. Alright, now it's gonna blow up when they pass it. Oh, when he presses a button. Cool. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh. Oh, it's so great! I like that he jumps behind him. That's so great. It's gonna blow up, yeah. No, don't kill Shin! Oh! No! Shit! Oh. Look at Spike's so fucked. I think he takes down Vicious and then dies. Oh. Oh god. Oh. Oh my god. This is so cool. Oh, it feels so fucking gritty. Like, I feel each hit, and they swapped weapons. Oh, they gave each other the weapon back. That's so good. Oh. That's fucking amazing. That's the eye that only sees the past? Oh. Bang. Oh my gosh. I can feel it reaching out and moving. Oh. Oh. Is that the star that's dying out? Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, that's so great. You're gonna carry that weight. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I don't think I could picture a better ending to that series, honestly. That is like really, really brilliant. That was just so good. That final episode, I think, is maybe my favorite episode of the whole show. Like, if I'm trying to think of like my top tier episodes of the show, and I'm gonna look at my playlist of Cowboy Bebop episodes just to see like the episodes that I consider to be in my top episodes, because I really want to like consider this. But if I'm looking through them, I think there's like the really great episodes are like episode 13, like sort of the end of the first core, was really solid. The one where we find out Faye's sort of like we see the Faye's VHS tape and stuff. And the one with the fucking like magician killer guy, that one's fucking amazing. Man, I mean, yeah, I think those ones are my top ones. So yeah, I think I can pretty confidently say this final episode was my favorite episode of the entire series. Like, honestly, the only part of the show that comes close or hits me harder is the Faye Valentine VHS tape. That is like my favorite moment in the show, like my favorite scene in the entire show. I loved that. But, you know, the first half of that episode is just them going after the VHS tape and whatever. But I feel like this episode, this final episode, is brilliant from start to finish. It was really, really good. I loved it so much. And it really like showed me the things that I loved about Cowboy Bebop, because I'm gonna have, I think, a different relationship with this show than like a lot of other people might have, because like I feel like for me, I'm in a weird place where like the type of show this isn't really my type of show generally, you know? Like I've talked about before how I don't really like episodic stuff as much, like things where they focus more on the episode per episode story, you know? Like Cowboy Bebop is very much like a series of short films tied together by these like main characters essentially. Which is a really cool idea. I mean, it's basically an anthology series a lot of the time. But then you have these sorts of things where it ties in a main story, but we only get like glimpses of that throughout the series, right? And like for me, not super my type of thing. I mean, not that I don't like anthology stuff, I do, but it's it's very unlikely that anthology type stuff or episodic type stuff becomes like my top shows of all time or anything, you know? Like for me, it's like when I think of like my favorite shows, like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Haikyuu, like it feels like a one single story that's like pushing on. I mean, even like Kaguya-sama Love is War is one of my favorite shows of all time, right? And that is like, it's kind of episodic in that like it's kind of a series of skits and stuff, but the like romantic progression in that show has such forward momentum where it feels like one continuous story, you know? So that's like my favorite part about TV shows. That's what I really truly love about TV shows. That's why I love One Piece. You can check out my One Piece channel if you haven't already. Jen watches One Piece. I'm on episode 600 and something right now. What am I on? 666. And I love One Piece, and that's part of the reason I love it is because there's so many episodes and it's always forward progression in the story. We just keep going forward, right? So all that to say, right, Cowboy Bebop is not a show that was made for me necessarily. But I also respect the shit out of it, and I got so much out of certain bits in Cowboy Bebop. I loved that I watched this show. This show was amazing, and it's like I'm just really appreciative, you know. It doesn't feel like my show. There are some shows out there where it's like Blue Box, for example, is a great example of a show that I feel like that show's made for me. Like that show just like hits on, you know, sports anime, romance, a girl who likes basketball. It's cute, it's sweet, it focuses on emotional development of characters and stuff. Like there's a lot of great stuff in there that feels specifically tailored to my interests. This show is not at all tailored to my interests. Other than the existence of Faye Valentine, I guess. I really love her. But it doesn't feel at all catered to my interests, and yet it's just so brilliantly done that how can I not, you know, really love it and really appreciate it. And it's like this finale is so perfect to me because it really understands what this show is at its core to me. Like it like the ending works so nicely because it's a combination of like you can say, oh, Cowboy Bebop is like, you know, a non-traditional show, like it's not going to be all about the shootouts or whatever. Like you could say that, right? But it is partly about the shootouts. And that's why the episode ends with a major shootout, because that is part of the show. Like, it might feel like it's not sometimes when you're watching it, where it's like, oh, certain episodes won't have any shootouts at all, or won't have any, like, major action scenes, because that's not really what it's about. But it is, I still think it's a part of its identity, is, like, big action scenes. But then also another part of its identity is the characters struggling to understand each other. I think that's a huge part of the theming of the show. Like, the characters truly really are never on the same page, and like to the end they're not really. Like that final thing, it's like you have that conversation between Jet and Spike, and I mean, I guess the beauty of that conversation is that they do kind of get on the same page at the end there. Like they both know what they're talking about, and they have this like final moment of like they're not even saying goodbye to each other, but they know that Spike's going to die. Like that's where he's leading. I mean, he tells a story about the cat, and the cat that has, you know, lived 1,000 lives and a bunch of people he didn't care about, and then the cat falls in love, and then when his partner dies, the cat dies and doesn't come back. So, like, you know, there's, I guess, several interpretations you could take from that, but for me, it's like once there's a life actually fully worth lived, then that's when you die. Like, that's when there's no more life to live. And so, like, once you actually are grieving the death of someone that you truly loved, like, then you've sort of fulfilled your purpose and you're leaving this world. And he lost Julia. That was the person that he was fighting for. That was the person he was living for. He has nothing left here, and he's happy to, like, bookend his life. He's happy to just, like, finish it off. And not in a, I'm going to get myself killed. And I mean, he even said that to Faye. He said, like, I'm not going there to die. However, I'm going to go there, and yes, I'm going to die. But that's not the reason he went there, I don't think. He went there to finish this off, to like get some sort of conclusion. If he had walked out of there alive, I think he would have lived on, you know? Like, I don't think he would have killed himself. I don't think he would have like been gone forever. I think he would have lived on, but he knew that wasn't gonna happen. Like, there's no way that was gonna happen with that confrontation. So he just needed to end it. And I really, really respect the way they did it, because it understood that it was like, yeah, the characters not quite understanding each other. That incredible scene between Faye and Spike where she's like, stop telling me about yourself. You never tell me about yourself. Like, I don't want to learn it now. I know you're going to go get yourself killed. I don't want to learn about you and get more attached to you now. I've been trying to like understand you this entire series, and you never speak. You never talk to anyone about what you're thinking or feeling. And now that it's at the end, he's finally like letting people get attached to him. And she's so frustrated. And also she's like, and this is the real tragedy. She's like, I was all this time trying to find my memories to find a place that I could belong. And then she got her memories back, and there was no place she could belong anymore. Like, it's all gone. And she was like, well, I think this is the place where I belong, but now you're leaving, and this isn't going to be a place where I belong anymore. I really loved that scene. I mean, it's so sad, but I think it was like a really brilliant way to, you know, send off those characters. And yeah, like, it's weird because it doesn't really have like a resolution necessarily. I mean, it kind of just ends with Faye not having a place to belong, but like, also kind of that's life. Like, it's not really about her in the end, you know? It's not really her place to say, and like, the problem is, she could have, you know, this entire time, she could have had this place where she belonged. She could have spent this time with them, like a lot more time with them, but she kept running away. She kept leaving them. She kept trying to erase her dead. Like, so it's not really on Spike and Jet that she didn't like spend more time with them. It's on her. She was the one who kept leaving. So I just think that's all so incredible. And like, it has the final scene of Spike's death, and it's like, I feel just satisfied in the series. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm satisfied that he died. I'm not like, oh no, I'm so upset that he died. I'm just satisfied in the series. Like, I just feel like it just works so beautifully and so nicely. Plus, oh my god, I loved that scene where Vicious and Spike are fighting, and they both drop their weapons and it slides to the other person, and then they're both holding the weapons and they have a conversation and they say like, all right, let's finish this, and they both slide the weapons back to each other at the same time. That's so fucking cool. I love moments like that in stuff where it's like a mutual respect between combatants. Like, they both they're both, you know, gonna fight this out properly and give each other the preferred weapon, and they both knew that they were gonna do it, and it was so great. It was just such a great ending to that fight. Oh man, yeah, I think like overall this whole series was great, was beautifully done, great animation, great characters, like truly revolutionary, like at the time especially. But I mean, even if this came out now, it would still be very good. You know, it would be like, funnily enough, like if it came out now, it would be like, oh, this is like a love letter to so much of the series that have, you know, come since, like, you know, come in the past 20 years or whatever. But funnily enough, it's not that. Well, you know, I think it is still kind of a love letter to Western media and stuff, because it feels very Western inspired. But what it actually is an inspiration for so much of the media in the last 20 years. You can see how much other media like understood this and grew from it, and it's just amazing. It's really, really amazing. So yeah, I loved this. I loved it. I'm glad I watched these last 2 episodes back to back as well, because I think I really liked that first part of it, but it did feel like incomplete. That second part made it feel, you know, complete and amazing. And if I had a week between them, I don't know if it would have hit as hard. So yeah, that's so great. That was Cowboy Bebop season 1. There's only 1 season, episodes 25 and 26. I've completed it. I know there's apparently a movie. As I said at the start, I will watch it at some point in my own time, and I'll put it up on this channel when I get time to do it. But it won't be super soon, I don't think. If I had to guess, you might have to wait a little bit. But hopefully I won't forget it. I've put it on my movies list, so I should come around to it eventually one day. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get whatever the series is that's replacing this show. You can get it on my Patreon account right now, episode 1. Go check it out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.